Oh, that's a really good opening song. Okay, first question. What do you think of the trailer?
Which trailer?
Oh, X Men, Dark Phoenix.
First of all, I think Storm looked amazing in that trailer. Um,
That's that's true, but
yeah,
I feel like we're not gonna see much of
I know. She's always a secondary character. It's so sad. They kept the South African accent.
her. It's gonna disappear just like what Holly Berry did. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's gonna disappear.
I feel like it gave you kind of like if you've been watching these movies for a while, you kind of know what's gonna happen.
Hmm. All I know is the scene of her in that car. I'm pretty sure killed her parents. That better be a good scene because these commercials have hyped that up a lot. But no, the trailer looked pretty good. Pretty good. It looks like a trailer for a movie that's not in the same universe as the other movies. Um, it looks a little more Marvel-esque. It seemed better, more put together, honestly.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I like it.
One thing I'm confused by, the trailer kind of made it seem like in this movie she encounters the Phoenix Force and it overtakes her. But in the last movie, she definitely already had it.
Where did
Not
it come from? Did it just come out of nowhere?
well, it's supposed to travel around space and it searches for someone. It's almost like Thor's hammer if it was sentient. So it searches for someone who is like selfless and gives their everything to another cause.
But I meant back in that movie, X Men: The Last Stand.
They didn't explain it at all. She just walked out on thin air, obviously on a board on a green screen with a fire behind her, and it just didn't talk about it.
It doesn't make any sense.
It what do you
It
mean?
just came out of nowhere.
It was every comic or every like TV show does it differently, but in some form she like has already had it.
Hmm.
Who was younger.
But
Um,
it enhances her powers.
exactly right, and Charles always blocks it out somehow. Then it decides to get out, and
Outthinking her
oh,
by just thinking harder.
exactly, just thinking harder. Jade, stop it.
What did he say in X Men Apocalypse?
Oh,
Jean.
I remember X Men: The Last Stand. Whenever she's in the house with Charles and is floating, and Magneto goes, "Stop it, stop it."
And then he just looks to the side and he's like,
The X Men in these timelines be playing around too much. They time travel more than Fantastic Four.
I mean, they're
And
gonna blow the whole thing up anyway. These people are probably not gonna play the characters whenever they come back around to doing this.
oh no, when this is in the Marvel universe, this is whole new cast.
Yeah,
Um,
they're probably gonna blow it up anyway.
yeah, but
Just kill everybody. What are your expectations for the movie?
I think it'll do as well as X Men movies have done in the recent past. So like, good for a movie, not great for a hero movie. And Days of Future Past,
No, that's really good.
I mean, those are good. Um, I'm saying they're low tier for Marvel movies.
I think Desert Future Past is pretty good. I bet you didn't think that when it initially.
Not initially, but in Days of Future Past, when they killed Halle Berry with just a stab in her back, I was like, "What is that?
You
What?"
kind of saw it in the trailer though.
They did, yeah, they kind of showed that one off. Um, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of following Through the Eyes of Wolverine.
Do do you think they should try to use Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, like in a Marvel cinematic universe?
I don't have a problem with that, but I think if they did carry over a character, they'd probably carry over him.
And you got to use the old um
Patrick Stewart.
yeah.
Well, you can't. him because he's just too old.
Same
Yeah.
with Magneto.
Oh my gosh.
He can barely move. He's narrowed it down to just twitching his fingers.
Look at him.
It's a struggle just to move his arm.
You know, you get old and your hands just start to swell and they just stay swollen. Like they just look like they're swollen all the time. No, I would love at the end of the movie. They fight, do whatever they have to do to bring Jean back. At the very end, a portal opens up. And then shows up. Goes, who the heck are you guys? And the movie ends.
That would blow people's minds right there.
And they're not talked about in Infinity War anyway, but the way they're connected to the MCU is they are in a different universe within the Marvel Cinematic.
Even if it's a bad movie, it would be forgiven with that. How do you think this movie will stack up to the rest of the X-Men movies?
I'm hoping this will be a good final chapter. As long as it's better than The Last Stand, the X-Men movie, then I think they've done a good job.
I thought you enjoyed that movie.
I did enjoy it, but I love that movie. It's not great. There are lots of holes and things that just don't make sense.
I also have a guilty pleasure movie that I know a lot of people hate, but at the time I really enjoyed it. X-Men Origins with Wolverine. There's so many things wrong with that movie.
They just don't make sense. The timeline, Patrick Stewart's CGI'd face.
And then I didn't know who Deadpool was at the time.
See, I did. And I was like, well, this is an interesting. Okay.
He said, you gotta get all the powers for the pool.
The Deadpool. I don't know. The continuity's a mess. But the trailer this time, it did look pretty interesting.
I like the first trailer.
Yeah.
The second trailer, it drew me back in. I really enjoyed it. You just heard a lot of negative things around the whole movie with the setbacks and reshoot. I really like X-Men. Not that I don't like, all the other Marvel movies, but X-Men was the first love.
Right.
So hopefully it's good. I hope it's good. I'm definitely gonna see it when it first comes out.